Hi, so I just wanted to do a video about why I think Lady Gaga is so important to pop music. And I feel like there are a lot of things that people overlook about her, or that, this video might be for fans only pretty much, but, you know, unless you're a Katy Perry fan, you might not like this. But Lady Gaga, I feel like, really challenges our perception of what it means to be a pop artist. You know, when you think about the typical pop stars, when you think of Michael Jackson, the classic ones, Michael Jackson, Madonna, Prince, Janet Jackson, they were able to really not only uniquely express themselves in ways that were daring or ambitious, just incredibly, David Bowie, just challenging our thoughts and our ideas of what it means to be a pop star. And I feel like Lady Gaga does that. And she's probably one of the only artists in her field that does that, in her lane. And I just feel like some artists, like Katy Perry, are very vapid, like they don't offer anything to the table. Katy Perry, if Katy Perry didn't exist in the music industry, I don't think anything would be different. I feel like Lady Gaga really set the tone for how an artist presents themselves in the 2010s. Just like Britney did in the 2000s, late 90s, or just like how Madonna did in the mid to late 80s. Just like really just shifting the culture around them. And other artists in her field do this. Beyonce has done it. I feel like Beyonce, she's on track to being a legend. I don't think she's a legend yet. I think people like to throw that word around too loosely. She's there, but I really want to see where her next era is going to go, because I truly feel like, I know she's selling out stadiums or whatever, but I feel like the best is yet to come for Beyonce. And Lemonade is her best. So if I feel like there's an artist that can actually transcend that threshold, for me, it's going to be Beyonce. But anyway, this isn't about Beyonce. I feel like Lady Gaga really does that. And it's hard to compare all of these artists. That's what, I guess the importance of this, of what I'm saying, is to just say that there isn't enough of this happening. And I don't think a lot of people are aware of it. Certain artists do it on their own scale. Like if you think of Rihanna, Rihanna is good at being Rihanna. And I don't think Rihanna is going to rise above being just Rihanna. Not that, I'm not saying she's not trying, but it's just like, Rihanna's going to be Rihanna, and we're going to like Rihanna for being Rihanna. It's sort of like how people like Britney Spears for being Britney Spears. Nobody thinks Britney Spears is a talented artist or even that good of a dancer anymore. But, the music's good. She's looking good. She's doing her thing. So that's why I feel like Gaga is so important. That, I feel like people still have these expectations of Gaga. Like, I had for a while, I'm like, oh, she's going to surpass the Fame Monster. Born This Way is going to be the most trippiest, like just experimental, craziest album of all time. Just the coolest album of all time. I thought it was going to be like the coolest thing. And it wasn't. Most of it. The problem with Born This Way is that it's not there conceptually. I feel like the songs individually are great. Most of the songs are great. Love a lot of those songs, a lot of the songs on there, except for really Government Hooker and Born This Way, and maybe Bad Kids. But I feel like as a conceptual album, as what she was presenting it as, it just didn't live up to it. To me, it didn't. And that's what I feel like hurt art pop too. Was the message, just trying to push this message. And that's, it's fine for an artist to try to present their their artist as a mission, their art as a mission statement, or really just leading with their art. The first Madonna album I could think about is Erotica. Um, you know, I guess True Blue and Like a Prayer are concept albums, but I feel like Erotica really she took a risk. She took a big ass risk. It didn't pay off commercially or with the media, but damn it, she made some amazing music. Like, and I feel like Gaga, I just wish she was, and that's the thing, you can't really have expectations of certain artists. And when I'm thinking about Born This Way, what I thought then is just like, oh, I wish she just really reined all of this in and she made it clean. And she made it a strong, clean vision. And she did better with art pop. But that's the thing, art pop wasn't what I expected it to be, but it still turned out to be a really good album. So that was the point in my fan history that I was like, okay, so I guess it doesn't matter if she can't present the image right or whatever. She can't get her point across. At least the music's good. And, it's not her best album. Born This Way is her best album. The Fame Monster is her best EP. Fine. Fame Monster isn't an album. Fame Monster is her best release to me. But, and I feel like that's what's so great about Gaga. And then comes Perfect Illusion. A song I was not expecting. I mean, kind of, sort of. But I didn't think she'd take it as much into the rock territory as she did. I mean, it's still dance. At the heart of the song, it's a dance song, but with these rock overtones and and what's pretty aggressive for the radio. I think it's too clean. I don't think it's hard enough. I don't think Gaga's raw enough. She gets raw, but to me, she could have made this song so dirty. But it's a good try. So it leads me. It's making me curious about Joanne. And that's the thing. I'm pretty sure people outside of the fandom looking at a song like Perfect Illusion were like, okay, what's this? I wasn't expecting that. And that's what I like about Gaga. You watch her at the Golden Globes. She wins the Golden Globe. Oh, I don't know. And that's the thing about Gaga. She wins the Golden Globe and you're like, oh, I didn't know Gaga could act. She gets nominated for an Oscar. You're like, oh, I didn't know Gaga could get nominated for an Oscar, wrote her own music, or, performed so well, could sing the Sound of Music medley. I didn't know this. So I feel like Gaga's important, and I feel like people write her off too easily, or people just think of her as like, just a simple pop tart. But I feel like what she's doing it's all evident in her work ethic, in her passion. You just don't see a lot of artists in her lane be really compassionate and really be artists, besides Beyonce. And that's just why I feel like some artists just shouldn't exist. Britney, she's earned her place there. Britney is a relic. Britney is a cautionary tale to what you do not do when you're creating a pop star. And, yeah. So Britney's Britney. We're going to let Britney be Britney. Leave Britney alone. And I feel like probably Miley Cyrus, but Miley Cyrus hasn't really followed up bangers with anything that as impactful. And, maybe with her it's about the music too. She doesn't really care. I really get that feeling. She knows she's wealthy enough as it is. So it's like she probably wants to do other things with her life, Or she wants to explore different avenues of making her music. I don't follow her for that. But yeah, it's just the state of the music industry. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. But I feel like it's something that I know a lot about and I can talk about. And I can at least offer my opinion for what it's worth. Which is probably nothing, but yeah, Lady Gaga is great for the conversation in music. If you disagree, let me know why. If you feel like I was probably too shady, let me know. I mean, I don't care at the end of the day. All shade was intentional. So yeah, thanks for watching. Did I introduce myself? I'm Dre. Hi, I'm Dre.